Okay, so for video diary entry 2, about asking my friends 3 questions about their relationship based off of the theories provided, I will be using the uncertainty reduction theory, and it is a social theory of relationship development, proposing that there is a need to gain information about the other person through communication, in order to predict and explain the behavior of these individuals better, and overall that reduces uncertainty. So if my friend is having a really hard time in her relationship, she said, I feel like there's a lack of trust, and which leads to less communication over time, and she thinks her significant other is spending more time online. I would definitely use this theory because this can predict how her significant other is going to act in the future by just answering a few simple questions. So the first question I would ask her to propose to her boyfriend, or I would just ask her in general, 3 questions to ask your friend about the relationship. Yeah, so I would ask her, do you trust him, and does he trust you? Because she said there is a lack of trust. So this could go many ways. So basically, if she didn't trust him, then if she answered no to do you trust him, I would say, okay, then that would kind of spew my brain a different way, going down the lines of like cheating with the lack of trust and lack of communication. That can kind of like, if they don't trust each other, that can fuse out and they could kind of go their own way and look for other things. And then I would ask her in this question, so do you trust him, and does he trust you? And if he trusts her, then I don't think he would be sneaky and like hiding his phone or anything. I don't think he would try to put off any type of guard up that would defend his like time he spent online, because it did say he spent a lot of time online. Then the next question I would ask her is if she is interested in other people. If it's gotten to the point of the relationship where if she feels like she does not trust him anymore, they don't communicate as much, he's spending a lot of time online, maybe she's picked up a new hobby or something, just trying to keep herself occupied, then maybe he's also thinking the same way. So if she's like interested in thinking about other people, then he might be as well, because usually stuff happens in a relationship like this and it tends to happen at the same time with both partners. So if you're feeling this way, it's most likely that your partner's also feeling this way. And then the third question I would ask her is, do you think he's cheating on you? And how would that make you feel? And obviously there's a lack of trust in their relationship, and that is due to them not communicating as much. And communication is I think the biggest part of any relationship, because you can't trust without communication, you can't make plans without communication, you can't look into the future or work on past things without good communication. So if she says yes, did you think your partner's cheating on you, I would obviously ask her how that makes her feel. At this point in time, she could be so used to the neglect of the attention since she's spending so much time online. Even though that could be like where he's like talking to his other person of interest, that's taking up most of his attention. So she's obviously realized the lack of attention from him, lack of communication, the lack of trust. So in her mind, she might be thinking she deserves better. And she's like, honestly, if he is cheating on me, like, that's okay. Like, I'm looking for a reason to get out of this relationship. But if she's upset by it, then I would ask her to reflect on these questions. If she is interested in anyone else, like if she starts thinking about anyone else, then he might also be thinking about the same thing. So she really needs to reflect on that and think, how can I grow this romance back? How can I grow this trust back? How can I grow this communication back? If she does want the relationship to work down the line and into the future. But if she doesn't, then I think whatever ends up happening with those questions that I'm asking her that she might relay to him will be okay, just due to the fact that she might be like mentally checked out by that time.